Hi, this is Eric Smith. Time to do another quick look video, and I thought I would do it from Proverbs chapter 21, verse 25, and I thought I would do it from the King James Version. We were just in Proverbs 21 together as a family, me and my wife and the kids, and there's a few verses that stood out to me, and this particular verse did as well. The Word of God reads this way: "The desire of the slothful killeth him, for his hands refuse to labor." This is a very simple verse, very straightforward, but it actually has a lot of meat to it. And I want to go over it and show you how it's warning of something that doesn't seem like it should be really dangerous, but it really is. The verse begins, "the desire." Now, the Hebrew word for desire means lust, appetite. It actually means covetousness. You literally want something so bad, it's really all you think about. It becomes your object of affection and want. And in reality, this is actually idolatry. And this makes sense because Ephesians 5:5 says the covetous man is an idolater. And Colossians 3:5 says that covetousness is actually idolatry. So it says the desire or the covetousness of the slothful killeth him. Now, when it says the slothful, what it's talking about is the lazy man or the lazy person. And it says it killeth him. Now, this phrase is a Hebrew word, and the Hebrew word is muth. And in the context of this verse, it means a premature death or literally to die young. So what it's saying is the lazy person may actually die prematurely because of his covetousness. Now, why would this be? Well, the second part of this verse tells us why. It says, "For his hands refuse to labor." So the lazy person actually makes a purposeful effort not to work. It's not that he doesn't have the ability or strength, he just refuses to do so. Notice that's what the verse says. He finds labor detestable. This person won't look for a job, they won't work around the house, they won't put effort in any project, and he will find hundreds of excuses why he can't do it, why he can't work. It is a typical lazy person. And I want you to think about this in the context of this verse. If a lazy person wants certain things, but they don't want to work for it, they will actually by default find the easy way to try to get it. Now, it's not actually an easy way, but they think it's an easy way. And so this person will do all kinds of things. He will steal for the things. He will beg for it. He may become a gambler because he thinks that's an easy way out. So if he gets a little bit of money, he'll gamble. He'll lie. He'll do all kinds of things to get the object of his covetousness, but he won't want to work for it. All of these things can lead to dangerous outcomes with dangerous consequences, and some of those consequences may even lead to a premature death. Dear Christian, we have to understand something. Slothfulness or laziness is actually a straight up sin. It is, but it's one of those sins we don't think can lead to any serious consequences. But in reality, it does, and this is what this verse is talking about. You could be so lazy and not work that you'll desire something, and you know what? Because you won't work for it, you're too lazy to work for it, you'll do all kinds of things to try to achieve that thing you're trying to grab or get or desire, and it could lead to death. And let me tell you something, and I'm not trying to be insensitive here, but sometimes that slothfulness can lead you to, not getting a job, living off the government. Now, I'm not saying that, getting government assistance necessarily is a sin, because there's able-bodied people that are doing that. They just need help. But you know what? There's a lot of people, think about the last few years, that haven't gone back to work because they're just getting a government check. This is what this is talking about. You purposely don't want to work, even though you want the outcome of working. So when you work, it'll bear fruit. If you're a good steward with the money that you earn for working, it'll bear fruit, and you'll be able to get some of the things you desire. But when you have a sinful desire for something, and yet you don't want to work for it, it could lead to a premature death. So this is Proverbs 21, verse 25. I just wanted to do a quick look. I know we don't think of slothfulness as something dangerous, but it actually is, because it can lead to other things. And as Christians, we definitely don't want to be lazy. And I want to confess something. Sometimes that's a sin I commit. Sometimes I'm lazy about things, and there's never a good outcome because I'm procrastinating or I'm just tired and I just don't feel like doing it. But you know what? Working, laboring is a good thing. God created work. It's not a sin to work, but it is a sin to be lazy and not labor with your hands and then to covet after other things. As always, if the videos on this channel have encouraged your Christian walk and edified you in any way whatsoever, but you have not subscribed to my channel yet and you want to, hit the button. If you want to leave any comments, please do so, but please don't be snarky. Please do not be profane. We want to be Christ-like in everything we say and do as Christians. And until we do another quick look, resist the temptation to be lazy. I understand sometimes we want an easy way out. Sometimes we're just too tired and we want a quick fix. But you know what? Labor is not a bad thing. Working is not a bad thing. But being covetous is bad, and then being slothful on top of it is even worse. And that's what this verse is talking about. And notice it says it kills that covetous person. It could lead to a death prematurely. They could die at a young age because of all the things that they're doing. You know what? That is serious, so we must take that sin seriously as well. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and God bless.